Hi, Bill Felber with the Center of Excellence for Emerging and Zoonotic Animal Diseases at Kansas State University, and I'm visiting here with Dr. Juergen Richt, who is the director of CZAD, and we're visiting about the ongoing situation that's recently developed in South America concerning the outbreak of foot and mouth disease, which is a disease of cloven-hoofed animals, largely cattle. Dr. Richt, I'd like to begin by getting your assessment of how serious this outbreak is.
So, as you mentioned, we had the last couple months, we have several outbreaks in the country of Colombia, which is in the northern part of South America. And these are the first outbreaks of the highly contagious foot and mouth disease in South America since 4 or 5 years. The World Health Organization for Animals, OIE, thought, and many experts thought, that foot and mouth disease is more or less under control in South America. They used a lot of vaccination in order to control foot and mouth disease, but apparently with the unstable situation in the neighboring country of Venezuela, there are issues, and these issues showed up in June and July in the country of Colombia.
As I understand it, there is a theory that the basic issue here is cross-contamination, cross-border contamination from Venezuela, where the disease may have originated, into Colombia, where it's actually been fairly well regulated for a while. Do you buy that theory?
So that's what the information I received by talking to my colleagues at ICA. ICA is the USDA counterpart in Colombia, Instituto Colombiano Agropecuario, and they told me that it's most likely due to illegally transported cattle. A cow right now, or whatever, a bull is worth about $150 in this country of Venezuela, and 5-6 times that in Colombia, and so there is an incentive to bring these animals illegally over the border, and apparently some of them carry that very dangerous foot and mouth disease virus with them, and that's most likely the situation how these outbreaks in Colombia originated.
Can you give me a briefing on the steps that Colombia has taken, either proactively or retroactively, in terms of vaccination, containment, disinfection, and the success of those?
So far, the situation in South America was the foot and mouth disease situation was controlled by vaccination, and what the regular vaccine is an inactivated vaccine, which is produced by companies in South America, and it has to be similar to the virus circulating in a specific country. And we know we have we have about 7 serotypes, different types of foot and mouth disease virus, and if, for example, serotype O appears, we need a vaccine based on serotype O, and the same is true for serotype A and so forth. And so what happens is, if we know the circulating virus, we produce a vaccine based on that virus and vaccinate cattle and other ruminants, and depending on the situation, even pigs, against to protect against this virus.
Is this a matter that's confined to South America, or is there potential for concern for the United States agricultural industry? Concern is that?
Yes, so the closer such a disease comes to our shores, the higher the risk is. And the more exchange, trade and people exchange we have with a country, the higher the risk is. And Colombia is the northern part of South America. It's only a 3-hour flight from Miami, so and Venezuela the same. So the risk, obviously, the closer this disease comes to our shores, the higher the risk is. And that's why USDA, DHS, they have certain mitigation strategies in place to protect our agricultural industry from diseases like foot and mouth disease. This will be devastating to U.S. agricultural systems if this disease would ever show up on our shores.
Well, Dr. Richt, I appreciate your time in discussing this with us.